Dude, we should tell them about the fucking crazy ass Asian dude that was our Uber driver.
That guy was such an ass, man.
So here, I'll set the stage first. So we get a Lyft. By the way, everyone on YouTube comments is an idiot.
Oh yeah,
because everyone
at 2 minutes and 13 seconds, you can clearly see there's an Uber sticker in the back. Why did Richard have to lie like that?
And it's like
he said he was going to order a Lyft, but it's actually an Uber. Look, it has an Uber sticker. He's a liar.
If you have ever taken a Lyft and or an Uber, you know they both drive for the same company.
A lot of drivers drive for both.
They drive for both because they turn on both their apps, wait for till they get a hit on either one, and then turn off the other app while they're servicing the other person. It doubles your chances of getting rides and getting money.
Yeah.
So you can definitely roll for both. So yes, I did use Lyft, you dinguses.
You goobus.
So anyhow, he was so foreign, whatever. He didn't speak much English.
He didn't speak much English, but the funniest part was when we got in the car. Oh yeah, and it was also weird because we were filming a video too. Like
we tried to explain that to him, like, hey, I'm doing a video where I'm traveling independently. These guys aren't going to help me at all, so I need you to can you help me load my stuff up? And he was like, confused, like, you got two people with you. Why am I helping you with your wheelchair and your bags?
Yeah, like I wanted to film him like lifting the bags because you were like, yo, if you got heavy stuff, you can ask your Lyft driver to load it in the car. And we were trying to show that, but he was just like so confused because I'm just standing there with a camera like filming him, like waiting for him to take our shit. And then once we get in the car,
he has the loudest GPS on,
and it's in Chinese or something. Yeah. So it's
very much in Chinese.
So like I'm trying to film Richard, and Richard being like, all right, so we're loaded in the Lyft.
That was racist.
All right, no, but that was actually really perfect. And then it was, and then we paused.
I'm like, wow, it's fucking screaming at me in Chinese.
No, because it was so funny because Richard would start talking, and then the GPS would talk, and he'd be like, and I would just sit there with the camera, and he'd wait for like a couple seconds of silence and be like, all right, so we're loaded.
Yeah, it's like, show here, don't find who. And it's like, every time I speak, and we couldn't be like, hey, we
literally both just said ching
He
chong.
didn't know enough English. He didn't know enough English for us to be like, hey, can you turn that off, please? He didn't get... What did I miss? Because you guys are cracking me.
I'm just laughing.
You guys are laughing. You're like, I missed something.
He said, we just said ching chong like 3 different times.
This episode is getting us so canceled.
Oh my God. I go, bro, we both just said ching chong.
Ching chong. Wow.
That's racist.
I don't know how to imitate it. I'm trying
canceled.
to. This is out of context. This is a horrible clip.
The only thing worse would have been if I went like this.
Don't do it.
And you did it.
I didn't do it.
Don't do it. All right.
I didn't do it.
He mimicked it.
All right. So anyway, we get to the we roll up.
They thought the last one was racist.
We roll up to the airport, and I'm like, hey, can you drop me off at the handicap spot so they can grab my bags and so I can have a place to unload? He goes, no, I drop you off here. And I was like, and I was like, no, I need you to go forward to the disabled accessible area so that I can have them help me do it. We're trying to show people for a video. And he goes, I got another ride that I just accepted. You guys got to get out right now.
Because the way that LA is set up, LAX, when you're dropping people off, the drop off and the pickup are at the departures section. So even if you're arriving to LA and you're getting picked up, you got to go upstairs to the departures area. That's where the Ubers and Lyfts are. Taxis are downstairs. A lot of airports separate taxis and Lyfts and Ubers because there's like a fucking mafia war against Ubers and Lyfts with taxis. So they're like, okay, we're separating them so there's no competition. So the Lyfts and the Ubers go upstairs, the taxis downstairs. So it works out great as a Lyft driver because you can pick up and drop people off on the same level. You don't have to go up and down. But the drop off is like in the back, and like the pickup is in the back and the drop up is at the front. So if he went all the way up to where we wanted him to drop him off, he was going to have to circle all the way back around and sit in traffic for like 15 minutes or whatever.
And I don't care. I'm the one in the car right now.
Yeah, it's like,
I'm the customer. You finish my job before you go pick anyone else up.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, you got to get out now. And I go, no. I go, and I kept pointing and I was like, take us to the front. And he's like, no, I just picked up a ride. I got to get it. I mean, he was saying it with broken English.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I got to get a ride. Like, you guys got to get out now. And I was like,
No.
no. Like,
I'm the current customer.
I'm the current customer.
You drop me off where I'm telling you to drop me off.
Finish your job. Like, don't kick me out so you can go pick up someone else. Fuck you. Like,
It was so ridiculous.
I was literally so frustrated. So I kept pointing and I was like, move, go, forward.
He still didn't take us all the way.
He still didn't take us all the way. And I was like, I'm going to punch. I literally had to get out of the car. I yelled down. I was like, hey, I got a wheelchair down here. Can I get some assistance, please? And someone like.
And they were like, yeah, all you got to do is pull up here. We're like, yeah, we got a cunty fucking Lyft driver.
Yeah, we got a guy who's trying to do a double dip right now. And in my head, I'm like,
hey, stop double dipping.
I rarely leave bad reviews or good reviews on anything ever, but I ripped this guy a new butthole. I literally like told Lyft, I was like, he was so impatient. He was trying to pick up other people before he even finished dropping me off.
And his GPS was interrupting me while I was trying to film a video.
Well, I mean, didn't say that part, but it was.
And he said ching chong. I'm just kidding. Canceled as fuck.
But yeah, we definitely didn't put that part in the video as much as I wanted to put that part in the video, because that's not uncommon for people with disabilities to get majorly discriminated against when it comes to like Lyfts and Ubers. And I have a friend, Alexis, he says that in Miami, sometimes Uber and Lyft drivers will pull up, see him, and then just drive away.
Really?
They'll literally roll up on him and be like,
because he's in a wheelchair?
Yeah, and they'll be like, fuck that, and just keep on driving.
No way.
He says, yeah, he says, so he goes, I am better on the bus than I am taking Lyfts and Uber because I don't know if they're going to actually pick me up.
I wonder if they're just like.
Garrison said the same thing in New York City. He goes, cabbies will not stop for me ever. He's like, they just don't stop. I'll be waving them down and they just keep driving.
Crazy. I wonder if it's because they think like, oh, I don't have an accessible van. I can't pick up this guy.
It might be that, or it might be this is going to take a lot of time and I could have gotten 2 trips. You know, like they think I'm going to lose money.
Interesting.
If I have to like help this person or like.
Yeah, because it's like you're paying the same amount for as if it was like, because you're putting in more effort for a wheelchair than you are just like if it was like a regular person. It's just so much easier.
A regular person jumps in, jumps out. That's your fare. But if you have to take time to like help them break down the wheelchair, or like help them transfer, or like load them up, or like it's more time. You could potentially get another fare in between.
But honestly, most wheelchair users are pretty efficient with their shit. It's not gonna take that long to like.
I mean, the general public doesn't know that. I
know, but that's what I'm saying. It's like people just don't realize. Especially with a lot of like, you know, Garrison or Alexis or you, like, you know, it's not gonna take 5 minutes. It's gonna take like 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's like, remember when people were in my AMA video, which they in the comments, they were like, well, what if we're opening up the door to like speed up the process? And it's like, dude, I'm faster than you opening up the door.
The process is the same time.
Yeah, like people.
You're not like waiting for an old man to like wheel up slowly and like, can't get this door open.
My favorite thing to do ever is when someone like walks out of a building and then they see me coming in and they turn around and come back to get the door. My favorite thing is to open up the door and go inside before they even have a chance to get me. So they look like a fucking idiot. Like, I love making the I didn't ask you for help people look stupid. That's one of my favorite things to do.
Hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full episode, you can click right here. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can click right here. If you want to watch more clips, we got 2 more right over here.